Welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys had a great one. I hope Noto Claus was kind to you. I hope Santa left some great stuff in your stocking. Guys, I got one of the best gifts you can give. Chia seeds. It's chia seeds. What I recommend you do is you commission a great Italian artist to make busts in clay of your favorite analysts, the best analysts, the most bearish analysts, the most bold. They make bold predictions. They value companies at just a fraction of their actual value to assist short sellers. Then you just rub these seeds all over the ceramic bust and you keep them moist. You keep them in sun and you will get a glorious, glorious bearish chia pet. That you can share with family and friends to brighten your holiday season. Folks, hello and welcome and welcome and hello. Thank you for joining me on this very special holiday edition of Un Poco Mosque at the risk of pissing off Princess Giselle, who is absolutely the best woman in the world. I am coming to you live just because I wanted to check in with you turds and because I'm a glutton for punishment. Sweetheart, I love you. I'm going to keep this thing short. Turds, welcome and hello. We are talking, of course, SoFi stock, ticker symbol SOFI. Today is another bullish day. I told you guys Friday the rally would resume, the rally would continue, and show enough, guys. We've traded just 20 million shares. Topper time check. There's about 90 minutes left in the trading day. It is 11:26 a.m. on December 26th, a Tuesday, out here in a beautiful, sunny, summer-like Los Angeles. There's a chill in the air, but the sunshine is absolutely glorious. It's 26 minutes past the hour, 4 minutes to the bottom of the hour, 34 minutes to the top of the hour. And you get to take your lunch break if you are a lucky turd out here on the West Coast. But hopefully you guys are not working. Hopefully you have civilized, decent jobs where you get the week off. Guys, this SoFi stock is trading up 26 cents or 2.68% on the day. Again, 20 million shares, moderate volume, but that would be expected. A lot of the institutional guys are on vacation. Of course, their algorithms are still working to one extent or another, but very good stuff, guys. We're up over 2.5%. Upstart's down. Affirm is flat. Palantir's up 1.28. Lucid is up. God knows why, but that stock's just fallen so far. I remember, I think I sold that turd in the 30s or something. Traded that piece of crap a while ago. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And PayPal flat, Visa flat, MasterCard flat. So all the financials are flat. I haven't really checked the banks. But the bottom line is, guys, everything is lining up in a bullish direction for SoFi. All of the stuff the bears said might happen toward the end of 2023, it did not materialize. It was a fugazi. This company has only accelerated the growth story, only bolstered the growth story. Management continues to execute quarter after quarter. The year and the quarter are basically over, guys. We got one more week and that's it. So there's no iceberg in sight. The night watchman is awake. He's alert. He has his binoculars. He's looking for icebergs. He's looking for problems, but there's just nothing to derail the SoFi train in the last week of the year. The profit is locked in. Management, I think, is going to beat bigger than you think. I think all that stuff that lined up at SoFi Stadium. Let me get a little delicious 3-day-old tap water. That's good. Double up. But the game is over, guys. The shorts were wrong all along. Everyone who shorted this thing under 10 was wrong. 10 was the offering price. You have years of quality execution. You have Galileo about to come on. This company has never been able to operate in its current iteration in a favorable interest rate environment, in a favorable regulatory environment. It's always, student loans are on holiday for years, or, something else happens, or interest rates are at the highest they've ever been, completely killing home loans and not on top of the student loans. And then SoFi pivots to personal loans. But something at some point has to come back to fundamentals, guys. And that's the fact that this company is about to start making money. They have an incredibly good business model. They have a management team that, again, has been proven in a trial by fire. And all these things, continue to be valued at zero or less than zero by the market. The stock continues to be shorted. Okay, guys, to give you a quick update on the short interest, then we'll go through, just a couple of things. I do want to keep this one brief. I know you guys have very important things to do in planning for your New Year's festivities, probably returning some crappy holiday gifts that you got, wondering why Aunt Jean didn't just give you a gift card you asked for. She gave you a pair of overalls, maybe some jean shorts, maybe some V-neck undershirts. Of course, you never worn a V-neck in your life, but anyway, guys, shares on loan continue to plummet. Days to cover continues to plummet, but short interest remains basically flat at 135 shares. It doesn't make any sense, guys, because if you look at what Ortex is saying happened on Friday, they're saying any shares that were returned, 700,000, then they reborrowed those and ended up borrowing, 2 million shares net on Friday. And then today they're returning, 700,000 shares. But every single day almost they borrow more shares overnight, or net borrowing seems to go up. But then within a couple of days, it kind of sifts through the data and the shares on loan continue to go down. In my simplistic mind, guys, that indicates that, basically hedge funds that were pure short, that were borrowing shares short, bought long shares trying to play this run up, and then they became short long, so they're no longer borrowing those shares. But they're still short, guys. So they still have to cover with those shares. There's still going to be upward price pressure no matter what you do. At the end of the day, the shorts were wrong. That has consequences. They have to cover. Management continues to do exactly what they say they're going to do. And I just think shorts are completely screwed. That's my theory, guys. Um, I don't know what else to tell you. If you look at Max Payne, guys, it's the same story. It's at 850. They have a ton of open puts at 5, a ton. It's the same thing on a ton of open interest. Same thing if you look over here at Yahoo Finance. $5 puts, 12,000 open interest, 550, 8,700. These puts are all in the shit can already. They're not driving this stock down to 840. Are you kidding me? So what's the play? What are they doing? Are they going to be able to kill all these calls at 10? There's just an absolute ton of calls. Quite a few calls at 1050. Of course, some at 11. A lot of calls at 9. A lot of this is hedging. It's very hard to decode exactly. There's a hell of a lot of retail. People just got their bonuses. The other upward thing is like almost no one is up, is down that much on SoFi this year. Like, of course, if you bought in a long time ago at 20, yes, you might be down, you might harvest some tax losses, but I doubt it. You've probably been washed out of the stock a long time ago because you're stupid and weak to pick that entry point, and you just would have been washed out at 4. You would have sold at a massive loss because you're a moron. Um, so that's why I don't understand exactly what's going on here, why they keep buying these puts. I don't see any way the shorts are going to go into the depth that it would require to push this stock back down to like 850 this week. And I don't know what they're hoping for on a macro level. Maybe they're hoping for war, Armageddon, some type of nuclear incident. I don't know what the shorts dream of at night, but it just, again, just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You see Max Payne is down here at 850. It's probably closer to 8 actually if you look on a cash basis down here. So you can see the difference at any particular closing price. Basically maximum pain is the pain at which options buyers, lose the most money. This is what options sellers want, basically that level. It's so, guys, as far as the analyst coverage go, there's no new analysts. Truist was the last. They were a buy at $14. This is the headline. SoFi buy, and it's good when tip ranks post some bullish stuff because they're generally negative. The SoFi Technologies put volume heavy and directionally bearish. Pardon me. So, guys, I don't know if there's anything new on Seeking Alpha. That was about all I had. I'm going to go through your comments, but essentially, I just wanted to share, this is my sort of napkin technical analysis of the stock. I think people have been just putting far too much emphasis on the structure of this channel. People get super caught up in channels and wedges, and they sort of forget what technicals are about. Like, this is a puzzle, guys. This is not something you just look at and you go, here's my key levels, and you just draw lines across where stuff. You have to look at the puzzle. You have to look at the fact that the last two times SoFi ran 110% and 90%. You have to look at the fact that so many positive catalysts are coming together. First profitable quarter, first profitable full year, a hell of a lot of shorts that were completely wrong and are ass backwards and have to cover their positions. I mean, this basically is the trend the stock is on in the short term run, which is copying these. This has been the upper trend line of the stock going back to last September, so almost a year and a half. The stock has tried to break through this line like once, twice, thrice, 4, 5 times. I mean, of course, it did break it here on a couple of the pump and dumps. But that's just what I see, guys. If you kind of pull back and just look at the chart, it's very difficult to see that this stock hasn't bottomed, washed everyone out of the stock. It's been through the ringer and back again. And I think the stock is clearly in an uptrend. I think a lot of people are saying this is significant. I don't think this is significant at all. You notice what this corresponds to, guys, right where I didn't plan this on the chart, but if you look at this area, it depends how you kind of skew the chart, but this intersection is right around earnings time or a couple weeks after earnings time. It also happens to be at that 1175-ish, 1183, whatever it is, again. But look over here on the left, guys. This is perfectly where this thing was hitting, support over and over again during the old, pump days, during the old SPAC days, during the old COVID, free dollar insane days. And then not only that, but you see it bottom out again here on 12/13/2021, here 2021, here 2021. This is a key level, guys, and we're going to challenge this level again. I am telling you, listen to what the FUD spreading douchebags were saying early on this year. March, April. SoFi's crashing. SoFi's the Titanic. SoFi's going to have X problem, Y problem, Z problem. They never look at the data. They never look at the ERs. They never look at the numbers. They never acknowledge the growth. They never acknowledge the bank deposits. They point to this minutia, this idiotic verbiage. It's legalese. It's rhetoric. It's complete bullshit. Okay? Nothing they said was going to happen happened. Everything management said they were going to do, they did. And SoFi analysts were expecting interest rates to already be getting cut this quarter. And even though that didn't come anywhere near happening, what does SoFi always do? Okay, what does their management always do? They adapt. They overcome. It's like Heartbreak Ridge. Hey, Gunny. Like, Gunny Hightower was the guy's name. That was a pretty good movie. You gotta love Clint Eastwood. Welcome and hello, guys. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Toper time check, 11:38. AM out here in beautiful sunny Los Angeles. It's December 26th. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had a great one. It's your boy, Danny Deals, aka DJ Patchy Drizzle, coming at you. It is Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. We're brought to you today by chia seeds. That's chia seeds. They're very, very healthy, if not completely disingenuous and a complete turd sack of shit. But anyway, that's chia seeds, guys. The stock on the day still trying to break through that $10 level. I think went up to $9.99. Oh, God, got down to, I don't know. Let's take a look at the daily just for shits and giggles. Yeah, algo still working pretty hard today, guys. I mean, you can really see it there. But there's no indication to me, guys, this stock is going down. I mean, look at what we're seeing. Okay, gaps up 1, 2, 3, 4 days going up, checks back, and then 4 more days going up, making higher lows. And then today we're challenging $10, and I think, quite frankly, we're going to break through $10 today. I can give you different reasons for that, but guys, the quarter's over. The year's over. Management is exceeding all expectations. The growth at the top line, the growth in EBITDA, margins, incremental EBITDA, one of those things you love to talk about at parties, like, hey guys, I just went whitewater rafting. Is like, what have you been doing, Tony? He's like, well, let me tell you a little fascinating factoid about adjusted incremental EBITDA. They're like, oh, this motherfucker again. It's like, but his hair is perfect. Like, that's true. That's true. He's handsome. All he ever talks about is EBITDA. I love that windbreaker. Me too. Where can I get one? You can't get one, bitches. Got to be SoFi management. Anyway, guys, I don't know where I'm going with that bit. It's absolutely horrible. Noto at a party seems like something Adam Sandler could have really run with on Saturday Night Live. Like, Adam Sandler, in this one, you're a special needs water boy. Like, I'm going to make that into a movie starring me as my twin sister. And they're like, brilliant. He's like, I'm going to make $1 billion. Like, you actually are. I can't really believe it, but you're going to. I love Adam Sandler, but God, some of those movie concepts are like, you run with the water boy sketch all the way into a great film. I don't know. It's brilliant. It's psychotic. It's American culture gone awry in a oh so beautiful way. Guys, I'm going to get off of this live stream after I just say welcome and hello to some of you in the comments. Again, Algo just, God, it's working really hard to push back at 10, but there's a lot of variance in the volume. And frankly, on a Tuesday after Christmas, I think the volume is actually pretty good at 21 million shares. Maybe we'll close mid 20s, 26 million. We'll see how things pick up here in the afternoon. I think a lot of people had the day off, so they weren't up early. Maybe some trading will come on. Volume's coming down, and again, the algo's working, but you see a lot of variance. You see a lot of money coming into the stock. So let's say welcome and hello to some of you turds out there in Turdland. Again, hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Hello, Princess J. I was lucky enough, fortunate enough, blessed enough to spend mine with the lovely Princess J and Cutes, and we just had a pretty good Christmas, pretty low key, and hope you guys had a great one as well. Merry Christmas, Pete. Flint Creek, Benjamin, Merry Christmas, guys. Chaos, what's up, guys? JRP, Beach Boy, Nautilurker, of course, is here. David Redliner is here. Hello, hello, and hello, and also welcome, David. Why aren't you welcoming me? I can't believe it. Filtered tap water. I was in a rush, Nautilurker. I don't even think this one's filtered. But you can't really tell the difference because my cup is so old and has old iced tea in it. It's absolutely disgusting. Um, Poco tap water. Yeah, Harry Toe. What's up, Harry Toe? Echo, echo, echo. What's up, Kareem? What's up, Nautilurkers? Guys, still sitting there at 996. Volume is just volume's kind of dying here. I think people are losing interest in the stock, but what's up, Harry Toe? What's up, 73? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're borrowing that much today, but they were on Friday. I think it doesn't take that much. They can also just kind of dump shares and churn shares, and I don't know. The algo doesn't just borrow. It also, buys and sells at different times. Like if they want to kill, it'll just dump. And then, if the stock went down for whatever reason, whatever FUD, they'll reaccumulate. So, it's not just borrowing and shorting, it's also buying and selling just straight up. So I think there's a lot of ways they hold it, and I'm not saying I fully understand all of it, but obviously, I don't think any, of course, some swing traders might feel that the momentum is done. They're getting out here, which is fine. I don't think a lot of retail people who've been holding the stock long term, again, this thing is basically besides the one pump and dump, this thing's at the yearly high, the high of the year. So you're not going to see that selling from tax loss harvesting. You're going to see, it's going to look like more buying pressure. You have shorts covering. It's going to look like more buying pressure. You have institutions coming in. It's going to look like more buying pressure. You just have so many things pushing up on the stock. And the bears and the shorts, their case has been so obliterated. I mean, it was all based on higher for longer. It was all based on macro. It was all based on loans going bad, which would lead to nobody refining student loans, nobody doing home loans, personal loans drying up. Then and everybody's they're saying it both ways. Like, you're not going to be able to make. Sorry, my chair is squeaking, guys. Need to get some WD-40 on the case. But they always want to go both ways with SoFi. They're like, okay, you're a bank, and then SoFi's like, well, banks do very well in high interest rate environments, so thank you, sir. May I have another? And then they're like, no, but you're making too many loans, and they're like, well, are we constrained, or are we making too many of these risky loans that are actually extremely profitable and not that risky? The people we're making it to. It's like they always go both ways, and they always cherry pick, you know, whatever is negative, these little small negatives next to, you could have like a positive elephant standing next to a negative ant, and all a lot of these guys would see is with their magnifying glass is the ant. They're like, I don't see I don't see 99% of the good things this company's doing. I see like, one bit of legalese buried at the end of their earnings report, and I'm going to latch onto that like a pasty albino leech and trash the company with disingenuous, dishonest bullshit. And I'm going to reiterate that bullshit over and over and over again. If I was a pasty, dishonest turd, I would do something like that. And then I would recruit someone with a massive forehead to take up the gauntlet because I had shattered my credibility and I looked so foolish. I was afraid to show my face because the stock was, 3.5 times my absurd target price that, when the FUD and short attack was in full swing, I reiterated and reiterated and reiterated, oh, so freely. Oh, it was just liberating to reiterate my call over and over and over again. But now I look like such a moron. I don't want to show my face, so I get a blinding five head out there to make my case for me, and he comes out and they reiterate some mindless muck, and it just doesn't work anymore, guys. Retail's not buying, retail's not letting these guys cover. The coiled spring is up against the egg timer, guys. You have pressure in different ways. You have pressure on the stock in terms of price. You have pressure on the stock in terms of time. This sort of short is coming together with the technical, is coming together with the fundamental, and it's all compressing and it's all pushing upward, guys. I'm struggling to see, maybe some of you turdish bears in the comments can tell me, what are the negative catalysts coming up for this stock? The first quarter of GAAP net earnings, which is basically management's assuring us. If you look at the surprising growth last quarter, members, deposits, EBITDA, fourth quarter is historically good for SoFi, and this quarter at SoFi Stadium has just been absolutely rocking. It's not just football, it's not just concerts, it's the construction projects, it's the gravitas of SoFi, the name, the stadium, the company. It's student loans coming back. You saw so many borrowers missing payments. They're blindsided in the federal, I think mainly in the federal program. These aren't SoFi borrowers. SoFi borrowers, you look at their numbers on student loans, these are not people just not paying their bills. SoFi still the last, what has that been? Since about 145 for the last hour has just been absolutely sort of locked on that 995, 996 level. Volume being sucked out of the stock. Still trying to hit 21 million shares. Toper, a time check is 11:48 a.m. out here in beautiful sunny Los Angeles. It is. Great idea. Thank you, Princess J. Yeah, I should have put on my Santa outfit. That is actually a brilliant idea. Guys, hello and welcome to all our new viewers. You have reached Un Poco Mas. The show is being brought to you today by chia seeds, which you can slather on your favorite analyst and water and put in light. As long as your analysts are made out of ceramic, you will be able to grow a beautiful chia pet, which you can walk throughout the neighborhood. But don't forget a chia bag, because the poop is organic, but it stinks, guys. The chia pet emits this bullshit this endless stream of bullshit that is just very hard to get your head around, very hard to make sense of. It confuses naive people. It causes them to sell shares, causes them to set stop losses. We haven't even got into any bologna sandwich five head jokes, but guys, there's only so many hours in the day. I do have to get off this live stream. Let's go, Mr. Prima the Option. BZ's here, loving the afternoon show. Not a lurker, of course. Welcome and hello once again to Not a Lurker. FG Chi, give it to me, Danny Deals. Boom, double up, boom. Dan Dolev. Dan Dolev is the most bullish analyst on SoFi probably that there is, and he's a very smart guy. He also looks very intelligent and worldly because he's bald and he has nice, neat facial hair, so you kind of trust him. Looks like he could be like, selling you funeral services or something like that. Not a lurker, facts, no, Beach Boy, Danny for president. Absolutely, yeah, guys. I'm on the stupid ticket. Premium of the option. Stockman Mark, what's up, Stockman Mark? How are you today, my friend? Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you guys had a great holiday, whatever you happen to celebrate or don't celebrate. Religious, don't religious. I don't really give a flyer, guys. We're here to talk stocks, not, God and all these weighty issues. You can yell at your drunk relatives about that stuff and politics and all that stuff. We're not getting into it. Alberto, of course, is here. We already said hello and welcome. It's all the same guys. Do I see SoFi making an Affirm-like move? The short was not to the extent that it was on Affirm, and Affirm is going to be a more volatile stock. If you look at their earnings, they're like doing really well, and then they're crashing. Their earnings and revenues are crashing. Then they have these huge increases where SoFi is much more steady. So I think SoFi is going to do exactly what my chart here indicated, and I don't think it's going to go up to like $20 before earnings, but I think it's going to go up to right around 1375 after earnings. Sorry, guys, my chart's all messed up here, but that's Yahoo. So I think basically we're going to continue up and, come up around 1375, somewhere out here. This is saying it's going to cross at 2.8, which, could be very, very accurate. And again, this 1375, 1380 level, this has been critical going all the way back to 2021. And this stock has made sort of this grand dive, consolidate. I mean, this is consolidation beyond consolidation. The stock has sort of been consolidating and stepping up. If you can call this stepping up, it tried to step up here, came almost back down to where it started, just slightly above. Big step up there, though it did come back down below this low. I wouldn't worry too much about that. This was all borrowing below that, but really was trying to consolidate, 783. Shot that down, $10 psychologically. Yes, been resistance here, been resistance back here, but I firmly believe, just math is telling me, just the shares covering the short are going to push us above $10. I don't think returders are going to dump under 10. I think swing turders mostly got out of the stock. The stock already was rejected by 10 a couple of times here of late. If you look at what's happening, guys, the stock is consolidating on the upside. Okay, this is bullish. What bears want the stock to do so they can cover is consolidate and churn at the lows. This way they can get people to sell their shares at the lows at a big loss and cover their short position. That is basically the whole, oversimplified what a short attack is. They suck you in on FOMO, get you in at the highs, then scare the hell out of you, bashing the stock off and below the lower support, scare you at the lows, buy their shares back there, and make a massive profit on the difference in a very short amount of time. But what we have happening here, unfortunately for the bears, is the opposite, is that we're consolidating near the yearly highs, and that the bulls are firmly in charge of the stock, and that the bears have no options. They can't push the stock down. I mean, look at what these weak sacks of shit did not long ago. I mean, they pushed the stock down in like this massive show of force, this along with the rest of the market from, 980 down to what was it? $9.34 or something, 925, maybe at the very, very low. Gaps back up, And we've already recovered above that level in only 4 days. What did they accomplish here? Didn't consolidate at all here. They didn't cover anything here. They basically gave people an opportunity who missed out to buy shares cheaper. That's why nothing's working for the shorts anymore. It's the boy who cried wolf. It's the five head who cried wolf. Nobody comes and saves you. Nobody comes and saves you after a while because you keep running the same play over and over again. And I don't care how good a play. I don't care if you're Tex Winter. I don't care if you're Gene Hackman in Hoosiers. You keep calling the same play every single time, the same short attacks, people are going to get wise to it. You have institutions like ARK, they're like, hey, you know, we were going to buy at, 9 and then you drove the stock down to 680 for us. We're going to buy that up. It's not going to consolidate at all at the lows. Show me any consolidation at the lows, guys. I mean, I'm not talking about a home improvement center. Every time it's just bashing off the lows. They need this consolidation, but this is above 8. They kept shorting here in the low 7s over and over, kept pushing it down. Then it hit a wall at this line and it's just taken off. Respect the line. We're going up to this area, guys. And guys, I've been consistent. This isn't like a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these guys on YouTube are driving me absolutely insane because they cover the SoFi stock and every other day they make a headline, the SoFi stock's about to crash, watch in the next 5 hours. And then that one guy with the black hair, the pale guy who wears like a suit. Oh my God. Every single day, that guy's posting a video about the world is going to end. Watch in the next 4 hours. I like his delivery. Sounds like Joe Friday, looking at you out of that, eyebrow. Looks like he's like 17 years old with a big bullum head. Looks like he might be wearing a hairpiece. I don't know what the hell's going on with that guy. Like, watch in the next hour. Everything's going to crash. And then some of these other guys, they're basically doing the same thing. It's like flip-flopping every single day. I've been telling you guys, even when the stock was in the 6s very recently, the stock's going to close the year above 10. A lot of people were taunting me in the comments. Not Jason Joseph, but others. Okay? And I've been telling you the stock's going to go to 1375 within, not too long after the ER comes out. Because institutions are going to buy in and shorts are still going to be screwed and they're going to have to cover. They're going to have to cover here. They only have between now, which is, 12/26 till, right about here. When is ER? Like the 31st, right here. So this is not much time, guys. And this corresponds, like I'm saying, the move is only half over. Last move was like 110%. Move after that, 90%. So far, we're not even close to that type of a move. So the move is not over. Wait for the move. I don't care if it's the Frank Reynolds move. I don't care if it's the, Mr. Costanza move. Whatever it is, wait for the move. We have not seen the move yet. $10 should be a baseline for this stock. That was the offering price. We're putting a negative value on Galileo. We're putting a negative value on the growth. All we're getting is a basic valuation here. This is not how growth stocks used to be valued. But the pressure was on so much, everybody thought, oh, you're going to have to raise money in these horrible terms. But again, it's a fugazi because deposits keep growing faster and faster and faster. And as you bring in these student loan borrowers and get them locked into our ecosystem, that's only going to make deposits go up even faster. You have direct deposit coming in from doctors and engineers and the types of people that, refi student loans with SoFi. Forget about it. What's up, Joy Luna? Welcome and hello. Hope you had a nice holiday. I am having a party JRP Toper time check, guys. My final one of the day. It's 11:59, 1 minute to the top of the hour. SoFi stock sitting at $9.94, up 2.35%. On the day, trying to break down that 10 mark earlier, was not able to do it, rejected, like Mutombo, no. But I still think we're going to break down 10 bucks, if not today, definitely this week. I just don't think shorts have a case. I don't think they have a plan. I think they have to figure out how to cover I was saying on Friday, 50 million or so shares in the next 5 weeks. And I don't think they're going to get retail to sell them those shares below $10. And I don't think they're getting much help from their bosses or trading desks. I think the smart shorts have already covered. I think the dumb, greedy, arrogant shorts that thought they could just go short long, thought they could make this thing work, thought they could rely on macro, thought they could rely on the angel of death, Fed Jerome Powell. None of it materialized. And the shorts are screwed. The bulls are firmly in charge, even at this moderate volume, guys. Why is the stock going up? Well, let's get a check of the live short interest and see what's going on. So they are returning shares, 700,000 shares, but those were returned kind of, I think that's even pre-market or right at the beginning of the day, and it's been totally, totally flat. So they have not returned any shares during this actual trading that we've seen. So that's not what caused the stock to go up right here. They might have returned a few shares to right here, the 700,000 shares. That pushed the stock up. And then the algo's basically been trading it sideways. But I wouldn't be at all surprised, guys, if we see some volume tick up a little bit here. And we close near or above that $10 mark. But time will tell, guys. It's un poco mas. My name, of course, is Danny Deals. We try to give you just a little bit more here. Some days we do, some days we don't. Hee haw, Michael Mulligan, what a day. What a day for you, sir. How many different stocks do you write on? You guys are all over the place. You guys are writing options. I've given you all I can, FG Chow. Reminds me of a great restaurant, Fogo de Chao. If you have an opportunity to eat the salad bar at Fogo de Chao, I highly suggest you enjoy it. It is absolutely delicious. And whenever I eat at Fogo de Chao, I talk like Ricardo Montalban, and I take my car, which is rich Corinthian leather, or imitation leather in the case of my Chevy Tahoe. It feels like imitation leather, but it's supposed to be real leather. You pay for it as an option, and then it feels very, very cheap, like an American car, like an old Buick Century. Oh, he used to advertise those Chrysler K cars. He's like, rich Corinthian leather. And then you sit in it like, dude, this is not rich Corinthian leather. This is, beautiful Detroit pleather, and I'm sticking to it with my fat, pasty thigh in this glorious 100-degree valley weather. Anyway, yeah, I know, Bobby Joe. Load the carbs. I'm loading the boat. I'm loading the boat with carbs, cookies, holiday candies, and many, many other things I should not be. Thanks, not a lurker. I got one sip left. Thanks, buddy. No, not sweating today, guys. I think the office below me is out for the week, so it's like it's a pleasant temperature here in the office. Beautiful. What's up, Christopher? How's it going? King Danny. That's I don't know who that is. I'm more like King Ralph, if you remember that brilliant movie with John Goodman, where a bowling guy from Detroit or something was picked to become King of England. Very weird concept. Yeah, I don't know, Beach Boy, where I got Ricardo Montalban, but rest in peace. I'm sure he's gone at this point. What time are you going to be on with King Cat? I don't know who that is. Smelly Cat, I know, but I don't know King Cat. Anyway, guys, that's the SoFi stock. The ticker symbol is SOFI. Still have last week's. Guys, I hope you had a great holiday. Everybody's doing well. I will talk to you again real soon. The SoFi stock, again, this is low volume, but this is very, very bullish. Don't for yeah, they generally have the heater set on it's just above where it says like 88, then it says like elderly blue hair setting, then it says like nursing home setting, then it's just above that, right, to the seventh ring of hell, which is where my office temperature usually. Like I said, I'm sweating like a whore in church. Just sit here. It's supposed to be a nice comfortable office, but yeah, exactly. Like I think finally they took a vacation, or I don't know. I want to go cut off the because it's just so fucking hot. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope everybody had an absolutely great, safe holiday. Hope you got you some good presents, got you some good grub, some good victuals. Maybe one of your kin was able to run over a squirrel with his old Studebaker pickup truck, and you fried and fricasseed it up. Oh, a fricassee. Nothing like a good fricassee. You guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Go SoFi, buy SoFi. This is not financial advice. I never, ever, ever give financial advice. Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Danny Deals. Un poco mas. Peace. I'm out.